Don't be fat, don't be ugly, don't be poor.
I'm sure you know. Like,
Bro, what the fuck can I do about being ugly? Don't be fat. Okay, you can do something about that. If you chop, you're done. You ugly? Who ugly? What? Huh? Who ugly? Huh? I'm handsome.
Plastic surgery capital.
Do you think an overweight foreigner coming to visit Korea would have a negative experience?
Sadly, I've heard that a lot.
South Korea, the
That means yes.
world's beauty
Shit, a lot of y'all can't go to South Korea. A lot of y'all will have a bad time in South Korea. I'm good.
capital, where being fat isn't just frowned upon, you're
AI
openly
images
shamed.
of fat people.
Owners will clearly say to you like, oh, yeah, there's no clothes for you.
In a country where
What?
appearance can feel like currency, the pressure to be thin is everywhere. On billboards, subway floors, and storefront windows, a constant reminder to change and be better.
But I feel like in these countries, and I don't know how specifically South Korea is, but the way that America is, bro, there's only a handful of walkable cities. That's why people are fat. You're bound to being in a car. The cities where you can really walk around is going to be easy for you to burn weight. Bro, I would love to go to South Korea, bro.
Creating a
South
standard
Korea.
so intense it's driving a surge in weight loss
Semaglutide,
drugs, extreme
Tirzepatide,
dieting, and
That's
potentially
basically Ozempic. That's the weight loss.
something much worse.
Okay, so I have to get to 75 kilograms?
I'm here to find out just how
What?
bad it really is.
Welcome to South Korea, everybody. Before we get started with the day, I want to see what level of freak show the locals are going to see me as. So behind me, there's a
I
fat
said
test
ABG around my girl and she got mad. Wait, Stank Boy, you got an ABG?
that are in all the parks in Korea. They really just said, let's gamify emotional damage. So whatever I get here is going to dictate how I feel about myself today and probably how I eat. So according to Google Translate, this first one here, it says, you're an alien, ... I mean, I'd rather be called an alien than a fat ass. So I guess if I can't fit through this, I'm not considered human.
What's the wait, okay.
That was
So like where is it okay to not go through? You have to be able to go through all of those?
very close.
I
This
see
next
Samoan Chinese there, you got an ABG gang.
one
Shit,
is,
it's okay.
you shouldn't be like this, which kind of sounds like a threat.
Are you serious?
Oh my god,
Oh my god.
We didn't pass that with flying colors. Level 3, you have a slim heart.
Passive aggressive?
That's crazy that some shit like this exists. If they put this in America, people would break this down. They would like burn it.
No! I have a slim body!
Nah, I'm not getting far doing
Okay,
this.
we're good there. Okay, so the next one is just chubby. So not as wordy as the other ones, but still just as hurtful. Chubby.
He's not gonna fit that.
I think I'm...
This is changing the breakfast plans very quickly. No. Crazy to think that I'm considered chubby
too fat for that?
in
That's
Korea, because
crazy.
I like to think that I'm in pretty good shape. So after chubby, here we have average, which I would never be so grateful to be called
Average?
mid in my entire life. I'd love to be average. And then we have thin, and then here says skinny, and it looks like they've removed actually one of the poles here, because maybe like
my
it was
God.
probably too extreme. Like I don't even think a 90-day
15 centimeters, bro, you're probably just straight skin and bones. I wouldn't want to be that skinny. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, Peasy, I was just talking about you, gang.
fast, and a caved-in rib cage, I could fit through that. Because like thin, barely my quad goes through that. And the crazy thing about all of this is that this is literally in the middle of a children's park. And they're probably gonna see this
What?
as a game. And you wanna beat the game. So I just go to this, and if I can't fit through it, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to be able to fit through it eventually. So I think it just causes a lot of issues. Korea has a 0-calorie and 0-sugar obsession, and because of that, there's tons of different spots that cater towards that. So if I want to
What?
be able to fit through that tree a little later on, there's certain things that we have to do. So the
They
first
got
spot that
mad food options that's just 0 calorie.
we're checking out is the Zero store. So zero
Zero
calories and
store.
0 employees. This is just kind of like a serve yourself kind of place. This is pretty sick.
Yo, what's the science with all this 0 calories? Like, how can something have 0 calories?
I just feel like I found a loophole in my fitness journey. No way. They have 0
got
calorie
candy?
ice cream? That's sick packaging, like 0 cal.
What?
0 sugar. They have 0-calorie peanut butter, which
What?
sounds like I'd rather have a nut allergy than taste that. And a bunch of high-protein foods here. This is sick. Wow.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. That's slick crazy. Look it up. All right, I'm about to look it up right now. Why are foods 0 calories. Foods labeled as 0 calories are either completely indigestible by your body, like water and fiber, or they contain so few calories that the FDA legally permits manufacturers to round the number down to 0. So it doesn't even make sense. High water, artificial sweeteners. I don't even know. Okay, that shit just made me even more confused. I can't even lie. You think Core should go to Screaming and take gambling deals? They're not going to do that. Their audience would turn on them.
I've never seen a Coke Zero tall boy. Oh, I have to get
hard.
that. That's so sick.
That's a cheat code. If you really want to lose weight, substitute whatever. Like a lot of calories come from drinks. Substitute it with 0 calories.
I wonder if they have 0 calorie pizza.
Bag, I know.
Just like cardboard that has a tomato scent. 43 gram protein in that. That's a hefty boy.
43
I swear, I think
grams?
this must be what heaven looks like.
There was so many different options of 0 calorie, 0 sugar snacks to choose from, especially jelly, which is often seen as Korean Ozempic, providing you with something to
What?
fill your stomach with little to no calories at all.
Isn't that what people do when they're trying to cut? Isn't that what bodybuilders do? Like bodybuilders do that shit when they want to, they eat a bunch of Jello. What's your thoughts on the complex list? Bro, that list was Complex doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, bro. That shit was butt. Only old people drink those Cokes. Are you trying to say I'm old, bitch? What do you mean only old people drink that shit? You drink the 0 calorie shit so that you don't, because if you drink a Coke, a regular Coke, that's like 150 calories, bruh. What's your top 25? Honestly, we have to do that after this video. I can't even lie. That's like a whole thing.
This unsupervised protein is pretty incredible. Koreans must be trustworthy.
They have self-checkout?
All right, so we got a few things from the Zero store. We got to start off with the 0 calorie ice cream. I don't, like, what is this? Is this supposed to be like great white shark flavor? Like, it doesn't really tell me
Great
anything,
white
and I
shark.
can't really understand the back of it, but it's pretty in your face about being 0 calories, so you really can't forget it.
What's the ingredient? Ew, that shit look nasty. Why is it gray?
All right, so visually, shark-like, as in gray and ominous. It looks like meat that's been left in the freezer for like
That
a
shit looks like it's decaying in there.
month. It smells actually fire though. Wow, what? Not as offensive as I thought it was gonna be. That's actually quite good. There's a lot of
What?
flavor going on. I thought it was gonna be very neutral. It's very fruit punchy. Oh,
Fruit punchy.
when you bite it, it doesn't taste bad. It just doesn't taste like anything, really.
I wonder what the consistency
Just the
is.
outside's very fruity. Inside's nice and like red like that. But if I was
That
on a
shit
diet
looks 0 calorie.
to keep my mouth out of trouble,
That shit looks 0 calorie,
very good.
bro.
We're gonna be trying the infamous cutting jelly, as in the malnutrition
No,
maximizer, because there's literally, I mean, there's nothing in
in
it.
there.
0 calories. This is just really to fill volume in your stomach. Not
Yeah,
bad.
this shit
Have a couple of
inspired
these,
me
like
to
3
want
of them
some
for
jelly.
breakfast, and you're good. Crazy to think right now, as we speak, I'm losing weight eating ice cream and jelly. There's no calories in it, but I'm burning calories talking to you. Think about that. We got a protein muffin,
I'm not
200
gonna lie,
calories.
that's like, I feel like this works within reason though. Like I feel like we need that. Like we need to get people on the jelly because we got obesity. We got an obesity issue. But hyper obsessing about being extremely skinny, it's bad, bro. That shit can really fuck up people's lives. And a lot of people obsess about being as skinny as possible to the point where you look dried out. Your eyes look inserted. Your skin looks like kind of almost like an old person because you're so skinny, bro. Yo, Tudor, thank you for the raid, man. Welcome in, bro. I appreciate you so much, man. Everybody who's in here right now, we're reacting to this video titled, I investigated the country where it's illegal to be fat. So let me know your thoughts. But I don't know, bro. For me, this is kind of how I want to be. Body dysmorphia will fry you. That's what I'm saying, bro. I just want to have like definition. I don't want to be hella skinny like the people in Hollywood. I just want to make sure like I'm good. Like I'm skinny to the point where I look good. I don't want to look dry. I'm trying to find like a good picture. I got to start taking more pictures, gang. I can't lie. Have a good stream, brother. Thank you. I'm trying to find a good picture. Like, I feel like I was good, like, right here. But I would want to even be a little more, like, defined. Like this. Yo, Uma, have a good rest of your night. I appreciate you. Like, more defined than this. But I wouldn't want to be hella skinny. Like, I would still want to have, like, muscle and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Which practically at this point feels like a binge. I don't know if I should do it. I kind of feel bad. I want to fit through that tree. Nailed it. Just a chubby boy in Korea enjoying a muffin.
Running on
Even the muffins are bussin'. Yo, gang, we got to go to South Korea. Yo, do you think they got this at like an international grocery store? Because I would love to try some of that.
just 200 calories for the day, I headed to another
let's go
spot
to
built
Korea,
entirely
bro.
around low-calorie, zero-sugar options.
We're in a zero sugar cafe right now where the owner actually invented their own sweetener called Swello.
What?
Not to be confused with, the owner actually invented their own
Bro, creamy matcha latte frappe, 0 calories with no sugar, signature cream latte. This is heaven for me,
sweetener
bro.
called Swello. Not to be confused with the Pokemon. But as you can see, they have protein overnight oats,
What?
no sugar added cream pudding. I got 2 spoons with my order, so I don't know if I'm being fat shamed right now, because to me, this looks like a meal for one. But maybe she thinks that I need to share it, the chubby boy over here. But we got the
Jay.
overnight oats, we got a drink. I've given this place multiple opportunities to earn my trust. So it's
Overnight
sugar-free, low calorie, and gluten-free. So my mouth isn't exactly watering over here, but you never know. Let's try this overnight oats. Oh, it's thick. Just put it in right like
That's
that.
0 calories?
I love when it's thick. If it doesn't fight back a little, I don't want it.
He hasn't found that he hasn't liked, bro. He a fat ass at heart.
Got fire. My blood sugar isn't spiking, but my happiness levels definitely are.
Yeah.
So flavorful. Swello needs to be FDA approved ASAP. How many calories?
Impossible, you think so? Ah, 200.
Wow. Now we have this coffee drink with a sugar-free foam on the top. It's a butter pecan flavor.
Trying to be all sophisticated.
Scrumptious. So far, we have been given every opportunity to be
You
skinny
didn't even need a 2x that. You ate that fast as hell.
and no opportunity to blame the food.
After eating, I met up with Korean-American content creator
Yo, he's jacked. What the
Daniel O, who uses psychology, philosophy, and his cross-cultural perspectives to help women build self-love.
So am I considered kind of like chubby
So
in
he's
Korea?
hold on. He kind of looks like a performative male.
Not chubby, you would just be considered like a buff dude. If you look at the vast majority of like idols, for example, they're really skinny.
Yeah.
I even have a friend who was an idol trainee, but he started working out and he wasn't even like bodybuilder big. Like he was probably around my size, and they were like, you can't be an idol anymore because you're too big.
What?
So they actually dropped him from the trainee program because they were like, you're gonna be too big compared to everybody else on stage.
What is the ideal male and female physique?
I think for men, it's the same anywhere in the world. You gotta be tall, right? So if you're 180 and above, that's like, you're considered handsome because you got that.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go. All my life, people try to tell me I was short. Let's go! Let's go.
For you, yeah, so Will definitely would be considered a handsome guy in Korea. But actually, I could use just Will as an example of like why you would be considered a handsome guy by Korean standards.
Okay.
Yeah, so you also have what's considered like a small face.
Okay.
So in Korean society, when people say you're beautiful or you're handsome for men or women, one of the things they'll comment on is like, wow, you have such a small face. Basically, what it means is like if you look at the
my
proportion.
face is big as fuck. Bro.
Of your face to the rest of your body, like it looks smaller, right? And so that's what
No,
people
I got
mean
a
by having a
fat-ass
small
head.
face. It has a lot to do with proportions, and of course you have like a very
love the
defined
white skin, I
jawline.
know.
So I think in that
Yeah,
regard,
they're all about being pale as shit. That's one thing I don't like.
it's not too different from what the standard would be for men anywhere you go in the world, right? And then for women, this is like super stringent standards. There's like a specific angle.
What? Bro, I don't even think clavicular is moving like this, gang. What the nasofrontal angle? What? Nasolabial? Bro, so you mean to tell me your whole life is cooked if you don't have a right angle? What?
Of like your forehead to your nose, and then an angle of like your nose to this part of your face right
But
here.
how do people know about this in real life? Like, there's no way you're pulling out a measuring. There's no way to measure that IRL. What are you talking about? They literally look smacks
Here,
bro.
and so like those angles are all like measured according to like what's called the golden ratio or the Fibonacci sequence. If you are, I think, over 60, I would say like 4 kilograms, you're considered like chubby for
64 kilograms.
yeah, for a Korean woman.
Regardless of the height.
Yeah, regardless of the height too. Yeah, it's tough because nowadays Korean women, like, they are also conscious of like their breast size, but because like naturally Korean women just don't have a lot of like subcutaneous fat, it's hard to get that naturally. So one of the most common procedures that women will get is like breast implants, right? And it's like,
I don't like breast implants. I don't like the way that looks. I think the only person that got breast implants that actually look good was Coi Leray. Her actually looked good. I don't like it looks too rounded. You know what I mean? I don't like the titties to look too rounded, bro.
again, sometimes you can kind of tell because it's like you have a very skinny woman, but her like breasts are
shit just
large, and it's kind of like,
popping
well, how do you get that? That's kind of like, I would say, the most toxic aspect of the beauty standard that Korea is known for.
As soon as we started walking, we were flooded with more zero-calorie stores on every corner, plastic surgery ads everywhere, and impossible beauty standards at every turn.
These are the kinds of signs that you see in front of every single gym. Like, talk about a transformation.
Yeah,
like,
he's
I
a
don't think I've
Chad,
ever
bro.
related so hard to a before side of a transformation in my life. Like, when I see this,
Literally two coconuts on their
I don't see motivation or inspiration. I just see pressure. So these ads.
I mean, bro, yeah, this is like peak physical specimen. You think this guy is natty? No. This guy's a Chad, bro. You're not gonna be built like him unless you hop on gear.
I don't see motivation or inspiration.
And I think that's how it is in Korea, though. Is very, very, very hyper competitive in everything that they do. You know, their suicide rates are extremely high, bro. He's natty. This guy's natty. There's no way this guy is natty, bro. There's no way. Look at him, bro. He's ginormous. Look at this. There's no way.
About a transformation.
He is? I don't believe
Like,
it.
I don't think I've ever related so hard to a before side of a transformation
There's
in
no
my life.
fucking way.
Like, when I see this, I don't see motivation or inspiration. I just see pressure.
He just lean.
So
I mean,
these
he's
ads
lean
on the
as
wall,
fuck.
this is not possible to be attained naturally.
You can get it naturally, but there are some markers that show that it
Bro, South Korea is like one of the plastic surgery centers of the world, bro. It's like big. Like, it's a big thing. Like, you can go, a lot of procedures that would be banned here, you can go over there and get it and then come back like nothing. Like, Turkey and South Korea are big locations.
is plastic surgery. So for example, this like angle from forehead to nose bridge is kind of what I was talking about earlier, of like that ideal angle that like
I'm not gonna lie, she's slick bad though.
women want. And then this like pointed nose and this angle from like here to here, again, more often than not, you actually need an implant to get that pointy nose,
What?
because it's very rare to see that like just naturally through genetics.
And then the husky blue eyes.
Yeah, so the lenses, now it's to the point where like a lot of women will feel self-conscious going out and not wearing lenses because it's just become so, you know,
What?
commonplace.
So, like, would you say anime has a big impact on the style and how people look?
I think it has a lot more to do with Korea is such a
Brother, it's
trend-driven
Korea, bro. It's not Japan.
country. So if they see
Yeah, the
like,
girl in the middle looks like a fucking child. Like, this woman right here, she looks very childlike. I think it's because of the pigtails and the shit like that. She looks grown. She looks like a kid.
going out and not wearing lenses because it's just become so, you know, commonplace.
So, like, would you say anime?
And then look, if you look right here, this is like, I guess this is like an app or something. You see it? Oh, no. She's doing a promotion for the lenses, for the contact lenses. Her too.
has a big impact on the
Country. So if they see like, oh, you know, this influencer that I follow on social media started wearing colored lenses,
Then
like
everyone
I
does
want to
it.
do that too. Yeah, and then like trends just move so fast.
So we're walking by a bunch of these markets, and the clothing is so small. It's insane.
On this tag over here, it says F, which stands for free. So free size is basically the idea that like It's like stretchable, so if you're a Korean person, you should be able to
It's
fit.
like one size fits all.
Yeah, but as you can see here, it's not a very friendly size for a lot of foreigners, right?
I feel like I'm at a pet store shopping for my dog.
Yeah, I was
Getting
gonna say
green
like I
eyes?
feel
No, I don't like. I can't wear contacts. I don't like touching my eyes. I would never do that.
like in the States, I'd see this at like the children's place.
Yeah.
You know, but
What
like
the- I think that if I went into a store and asked for my size, they would just hand me a salad or something. Like that is
Nah,
that is
deadass.
cra-
How would you
I don't
fit
even think my
that?
quad could fit in that.
yeah, I think that's actually you're right. Yeah, that's like the size of one of your quads.
That's literally my quad. I have a mini
That's
schnauzer at
insane.
home. This would fit him, I think.
But we wanted to see
That
if
shit
the
look like
men's
a
clothes
kid.
had more realistic sizes.
So I kind of want Will to try this one because it says here
Oh, they got
OF,
some
which
shit
stands
here.
for overfit, and it's the idea that like it's a baggier fit. So
Yeah, I don't know, man. I literally cannot fit my head through it.
there is a button if you want to unbutton that thing there and see if you could pull it through.
There we go. Oh. I mean, I can get it on.
Like if a Korean dude was wearing it, it's supposed to be very loose, but now you just look like a private school.
Yeah, I look like a school boy.
That's supposed to be like a baggier fit, I believe, but you make it look like a regular fit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have to fly halfway across the world for my calves to feel above average. But the fact that this is oversized, I kind of feel fat.
Dieting alone can't always get you
That's
the body that you want,
crazy.
which is why Korea is packed with beauty clinics promising to speed up the process.
Hi, we just wanted to see
Clinics?
like if you have like a menu of different like fat loss options.
Damn, they
Lipolysis-
speak perfect English out there. Whoa. Hold on. I need to go to Korea. This is like crazy.
injection. So these are kind of like the fat melting injections that I talked
Fat
about. So they got
melting
like stuff for double
injections?
chin over here.
What?
Contouring for the face, and it's 99,001 for a session. So that would be like around right now with the exchange rate maybe
$90?
No, not even. Like
even?
maybe like $70. So this is like
70
specifically
bucks to
targeting
get-
arms, thighs, abdomen. It's like
What?
very popular because again, it's like it's hard to actually do the work of like eating properly, moving properly, right? But it's like why do all that?
Fat dissolving. Oh my God. I don't know. The face, I feel like the face fat goes away with time. That's some shit that I want to keep. Like, even like, you know, like the buccal fat removal where they remove the fat, like right here. I'm not even a fan of that. Don't ever get that shit because you're going to look crazy. I don't know. Like, I feel like when you get older, you need your face fat, bro. I'm not messing
you
with
just
that.
melt it off.
Yeah, and like
Shot,
the proportions that are really like people want to see are literally impossible to get. So
Exactly.
you have to do it this way.
That's right, because you can't target fat loss
Do you
through
guys think foreigners get surgery in South Korea? Because it feels like it's very fine-tuned because this is like a very homogeneous society. Like foreigners are not prevalent. There's foreigners there, but it's probably not a lot of them, and they're not really thought of like that. I don't
natural
know.
means, right?
You guys want to see the ampoules, right? This is the violet injection.
Oh my God.
That was the famous fat melting injection in the
Really some
blood. It
collab
actually
shit.
kills the fat tissue.
Are some of the people coming in pretty young asking for this stuff?
Yeah, sometimes, but usually 40 to 50.
Would you ever have
40
any
to
like
50?
thinner people come in requesting stuff like this?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I try to tell him to do another thing, like more smooth way. This is kind of aggressive way to reduce fat.
So what do you think of Korea's body image culture?
Unimportant. Actually, I like it because I get money from those kind of culture, but I don't
Okay.
think today is that super
Yeah,
dangerous
what
thing
up,
because
Shay? Oh,
culture
shit, Shay, I haven't seen you in a minute. You been taking care of yourself?
from the America or the
watching this
Europe,
video about
they
Korea.
are really damaging their health. Ideal culture must be between the European style and Asian style.
What's your opinions on Korean beauty standards?
Yeah, so
You missed it. It kills your fat tissue. No, I heard him say that. That kills your fat tissue.
I feel like it's much more
That's
standardized. in Korea.
crazy. That's hella aggressive. Killing your fat tissue. I would not put that in, and people are putting that in their face and their double chin. That's crazy, bro. I don't know. I don't think I could do that. I don't think there's a place where I would even do an injection like that. Like low key, I would get like a fat graft. Maybe they put like some fat under my eyes or something. But like removing fat in my face, nah. It's good to see you. It's good to see you too. Nose? I don't got fat in my fucking nose. I got a big ass nose, but I don't have fat in my nose. Don't you need fat tissue to live? I mean, I'm pretty sure they're thinking that they have additional fat that they're trying to lose. So rather than taking the time to diet and lose the fat, you just get the injection and then you just do it in a quarter of the time or whatever.
So, yeah.
Yeah. When you moved here, did you look a lot different than you do now?
I So when I moved here, I was overweight basically. There was kind of a pressure myself to fit in. Like in France or in Europe,
that
you would
buckle
never
fat
have,
shit.
how to say, kind of negative remarks. But in Korea, they'll be like, oh yeah, oh that's why you're fat or something.
Also, they're a lot
What?
more like forward here.
Yeah, exactly. Which, to be honest, is not that bad. Once I've
Nah,
lost
you
weight.
don't hear. Oh my God, every weight is beautiful. You are beautiful the way you are. Love your curves. They try to cope. Bro. I'm gonna be real. I don't think you should be deathly skinny, but I don't think you should be fat. I'm gonna be real. There's like a healthy medium that people need to find.
It's like much more direct also on the other way.
If I did gain a little bit, people would make a comment straight away and say like, oh, you gained some weight. And
What?
the whole reason to make that comment is like, I noticed you, or like I care about you. And so you're supposed to feel good. Like you're supposed to be like, oh, she noticed and like she really cares about me and she thinks I should lose weight for my health.
Are Koreans a lot more direct with how you look? Because I feel like in North America, if someone gained weight, you wouldn't really say it, but maybe you just like think it. So here they actually
I can't
would just
do
tell you
that.
straight to your face.
Straight to your face. Even like when I meet up with my friends and I haven't seen them in a while, if like my skin is looking worse, they'll be like,
They'll
oh,
just tell you.
yeah, you just got some, looks like you got some trouble on your face. If I look a little bit bigger, like the first thing they'll be like, oh my God, your face looks a little bigger than the last time I saw you. You look like
Wow.
you gained some weight. Or like vice versa, you look like you lost weight.
Do you like how forward people are in
Damn,
Korea?
bro.
Or what do you think about
I
that?
don't know. And then that shit will make you think. You probably dwell on that shit, bro.
솔직히 말하자면 조금 처음 보는 사이에서도 약간 무리하게 이쁘다 아니면 뭐 코가 만약에 크면은 뭐 코가 크다든지 이런 식으로 좀 중심적으로 외모에 대해서는 말하는
Your
게
nose is a little big. Go get that shit done. That's crazy.
있어서
What the f?
그게 좀 저는 좀 무례한 것 같다고 생각하고
Could you ask her to tell me like the first thing she thinks about when she sees me, and to not worry I won't get
No, I wouldn't
offended?
be. I'll be thinking about that.
주시면
처음에는
fat.
일단 키가 큰 게 눈에 띄었고요.
혹시
오.
전체적인 체중에 대해서 그런 거는 눈에 띄는 건 없었어요?
체중? 네. 그런 건 눈에 띄었던 것 같아요. 몸이 좋은.
If we were longtime friends and you saw me for the first time, like what would you have to say to me?
Bro,
That's not
he
a
asked her
report.
that. She's not trying to. She's just giving her opinion.
Portion of your face I learned recently, it's like 1, 1, and 0.8. So maybe your like
0.8.
bottom is a bit long, like this part.
My
How do
bottom's a
you
bit long.
fix that?
That's it.
And like you could get some facial for your skin.
Is it hard being a girl in Korea?
I think so. There's many things that
Bro, I
girls
would dead not leave the house. What? You mean to tell me the ratio of your face is fried? Nah, what are you gonna do?
need to do to upkeep their appearances.
인 시선 같은 게
I
좀
f with his swag.
여자들이 좀 뚱뚱하면 뒤에서 말 나오는 것도 있고 몇 번 들리는 말도 있으니까
Yeah.
그런 것 때문에 더 신경이 쓰이는 것 같아요.
We've been walking around looking for
I just
interviews.
dropped in to say, hey, gotta get ready. Okay, hey, Shay, I appreciate you so much for coming in. Have a good rest of your night. It was a pleasure to see you. I hope to see you again. Thank you so much. Be easy.
But we were getting no luck with girls because they're all just like, they don't have makeup on, their hair's not done, their outfit's not good. So most of them are rejecting us right now. It's like they want to do it, but they just don't feel confident enough to be on camera right now.
Actually, the person we just asked, she does have makeup on and she still didn't want to do it because she wasn't confident in
She needs
makeup.
more makeup on.
Wow.
So we've been asking
Even
girls to do
with makeup
interviews,
on, she didn't
and a
feel
lot of them are just
confident?
like, oh, I have no makeup on, I can't. Like, is that very just common?
Oh yeah, if
Okay.
you like leave the house without makeup on, then mostly you'd wear a cap or like a mask to cover your face.
When looking for like a
What?
girlfriend, like
Yo,
what kind
Jazz,
of
welcome in. How
traits
you
are you
doing today?
attracted to?
일단 외적으로 봤을 때는 저는 약간 좀 눈이 크고 좀 예쁜 헤어스타일이 있는 사람을 좀 좋아하는 것 같아요. 그리고 약간 내적으로 봤을 때는 뭔가 자기 일에 집중하고 뭐랄까 자기 본인의 일을 할 때 좀 행복해하는 사람을 좀 바라는 것 같아요.
What's the main reason, in your opinion, as to why a lot of people in Korea are so skinny?
근데 그게 조금 사람들이 보기에 건강해 보일 수도 있다고 생각을 하고 또 뚱뚱하면 좀 건강하지 않다는 생각을 가지고 있는 것도 같기도 해요. 또 이게 사람들 생각으로는 이 신체 그러니까 이 체중을 빼는 것은 어느 정도 자기 노력으로 되는 부분이라고 생각을 하기 때문에 좀 스키니한 몸매를 좀 더 이상적으로 보지 않나 이렇게 생각해요.
How do you think Korean people
Oh,
look
you
at
can't
fat?
see it. Let me fix this. Hold on. I'm doing great. We watching this video about the Korean how they feel about fat people. I'm gonna put. Is it better like this? Let me run it back. Hold on.
people in the
부분이라고 가지고 생각을 하고
are so skinny.
근데 그게 조금 사람들이 보기에 건강해 보일 수도 있다고 생각을 하고 또 뚱뚱하면 좀 건강하지 않다는 생각을 가지고 있는 것도 같기도 해요. 또 이게 사람들 생각으로는 이 신체 그러니까 이 체중을 빼는 것은 어느 정도 자기 노력으로 되는 부분이라고 생각을 하기 때문에 좀 스키니한 몸매를 좀 더 이상적으로 보지 않나 이렇게 생각해요.
How do you think Korean people look at fat people in the street?
Mostly that they don't care about themselves and they don't care about their family too, because a
don't
lot
care
of
about
the
their
family
family.
members usually, as I mentioned, if you gain a bit of weight, you would say something. So
Okay.
it's kind of like you didn't care about what your family said, or your family are not pointing out that you're unhealthy.
Would you associate skinny with
What? So that not only falls on you. You look unhealthy. You look like you don't take care of yourself, and it looks like you don't even respect your family, and your family looks crazy. That is a lot of pressure, bro. It's not even just you at that point. You're not only representing yourself, you're representing the people around you. That's crazy.
being healthy?
To a certain point, I think it can contribute to like better health because I think having more weight on you can really hurt your knees a lot and your joints. That's one of my problem that my parents have. So I think that kind of weight really, if they didn't have it, I think they'd be feeling a lot better and they'd be a lot healthier for sure.
So would you rather be skinny or healthy?
It's like out of
I think
fear.
being healthy. I think some of them kind of overlap in some extent.
Yeah.
But I think being healthy is more important, and just living like a long and happy life is more important.
Do you think an overweight foreigner coming to visit Korea would have a negative experience?
Sadly, I've heard that a lot. Shopping is difficult too, and when you go shopping, the shop owners will clearly say to you like, "Oh,
Too big.
there's no clothes for you." Like the reaction is very obvious, and I think they feel a bit left out sometimes.
Are there any extremes that people do to look a certain?
It sounds like everything is like a standard. If you don't fit the standard, you're kind of cooked. Yeah, this is South Korea.
Certain way here?
I think the most extreme one, the most obvious one is like plastic surgery. But I know there's like, especially with the women, they go on like really crazy diets. Back like 10 years ago, there's this one K-pop idol called IU. I don't know if you know her.
No.
But one of her diets went like infamous because like all she ate for the day was like one sweet potato, like one apple, and like ice cubes or something. So
One sweet potato, one apple, and ice cubes. No protein. Bro, is she taking multivitamins? That's not healthy. You're not even losing weight. You're starving yourself. There's a difference. And I feel like losing weight and starving yourself is not the same thing, bro. If you're starving yourself, you're depriving yourself of the nutrients that you need, bro. Hell no.
she'd have like 200, 300 calories for the day, and that, like she
200
lost
to
like
300 calories for the
10,
day.
15 kilos in like 2 weeks or something, or a month or something.
And then a lot of people follow that, right?
Yeah, exactly. A lot
Yeah.
of women tend to follow that kind
Bro,
of
I'd
thing.
rather just like spend my whole day on the treadmill. That.
So, yeah, it's definitely very severe.
K-pop starvation diets don't just stay in the industry. They reshape how people everywhere see food and body image. When extreme restriction is framed as discipline and constant hunger starts to feel like progress instead of a warning sign, that mindset
Hell no. I can't be constantly hungry, bro.
spreads fast, with people normalizing undereating and fearing calories just to chase an unrealistic look, like calling 130 calories a meal or using formulas
What?
like height minus 120 as a body weight goal. So I spoke with a K-pop singer who had to stay anonymous to avoid backlash about what that pressure actually feels like behind the scenes.
Do you think there's a lot of pressure on you to be skinny?
Yes, for my fans.
Is that good?
I don't think so, but my fans need like that.
Korea ranks very high on rates.
Yeah.
Why do you think that would be?
Idol culture. maybe.
Idol culture.
Yes, they need skinny
Education.
shape and pretty face.
So this rates being so high, you think are related to the K-pop culture?
Yeah, I feel like this K-pop, because you're an idol. That's literally in the name. And they, like, even like he said, the training, you have to fit a specific look that they're trying to push. That's too much.
Yeah, I think so.
So the girl
Yeah,
back in
that
the
shit is
cafe said that she
corporal
needs to be
slop.
skinny for her fans. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yeah, 100%. I would imagine that like a lot of her success is gonna depend on her followers and fans hyping her up.
BTS is the only group that like is not replaceable, bro. Because they literally manufacture all these groups. There's like a company that literally pushes them out. It's kind of crazy.
Hearing her music and just continuing to engage with her content. But if she were to gain weight, then they're just gonna like lose all interest in her because
regardless of talent.
Oh yeah,
The Korean singer is being criticized for having a belly. Bro, you would have thought she said the most crazy shit in the world. She just had a little bit of a belly, and she probably didn't even actually have a belly, bro.
regardless of talent, because it's just kind of like, no matter how talented you are, it's not like I couldn't find 15 other people who are equally as talented as you.
Damn.
So if you want to make it, you have to be talented, and you got to be beautiful, and you got to be a great dancer, rapper. Like that's the industry.
So we found a place for lunch called
That's
Prep.
way too much pressure, bro. Imagine thinking in the back of your mind that is 15 people that's willing to take your opportunity, bro. And you have to starve yourself and do all this crazy shit.
Which it kind of sounds like contest prep, like you're prepping for something.
Preppers
and then the funny
diet
thing is,
food.
it says preppers diet food, not healthy food, because I feel like healthy food wouldn't be as much of a draw to go in. Like diet just sounds like more like weight loss, right?
Yeah, I think you nailed it on the head. That would be my guess too. And yeah, I think it is for like weight.
Stay active. Wellness isn't about a number on the scale, but the whole point of this video is that it is. If you don't fit the ratio, then you're ugly.
Lifters, and I see more and more popping up all over the place.
So a bunch of pasta bowls, rice bowls.
That shit
Do you
look
recommend
fire,
the double bowl?
Yes, for me, only the double bowl gives me enough protein. Combo comes with a drink. For example, amino drink over here.
Oh, you
I
get
think-
amino
yeah,
drinks.
that's one of their things that they're known for. I have yet to try it, but I heard it's
wow.
pretty good. So, and then they got like protein milkshakes and stuff.
Protein coffee milkshake, that sounds amazing. Like places like this in North America, like don't show up. And I feel like that's because there's like,
Is that 0 calorie for the drink?
they don't think there'd be enough traction.
Right, right.
So I feel like there's obviously a lot of traction and like demand for this.
Yeah. Like for me, when I first came to Korea, they didn't have shops like this. So I missed like Chipotle or like Kava, because you could get pretty good macros for those, even though they have like high sodium. But you know, now they got stuff like this.
It's not every day you see a fountain drink station
real.
where it's only the zero sugar
Zero. It's literally only the zero
stuff. I feel like Coke Zero is water here. And I respect that. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
When a place has Sprite Zero,
I mean, the portions don't look bad though, right? That's good portion.
just know it's gonna slap because this is a rarity. Like this is a
There is a bunch of health places. What we got Kava, but that like Kava is easy to like run up the calories with that. Chipotle, I feel like you can run up the calories with Chipotle. Like you got to be smart with that. What is the spot called? It's not. What's the other spot? Sweet Green. I feel like Sweet Green is kind of like the equivalent of this.
Really? Most places have Coke Zero. Sprite Zero. You don't know how lucky you got
You're
it,
not
man.
missing
Wow.
out on
It's everywhere here in Korea, so I just assumed that it was, wow.
And also the fact that this place is 24 hours is insane.
24-hour diet spot. What?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I love that, yeah.
Oh, I wanted to get the pasta bowl, but I feel like if I ordered that, I would have got bullied or something. It seems like a trap. Like, who gets the pasta in Korea? All right, here we go.
That's crazy.
You want to make sure you mix it all up nice. Ooh, that's a big boy bite.
Taking big bites.
So good.
Good?
I wouldn't even have took a big bite in there. They probably would have been watching me eat.
I like that it's a reflective plate. You know, so you get to the bottom of the plate, and you can see your skinnier
I feel like 24 hours is a lost art. They need to bring that shit back.
reflection when you're done. What would you say is like a big factor in Korea's low obesity rate? Would you say it's all lifestyle, or is there any like genetic components to that?
So I think one of the things that people don't know is that in addition to the social pressure that there is to stay thin and stay healthy, East Asians have a way lower subcutaneous fat cell count than our Western counterparts. And this is quite common in Korea. Well, you'll see like those skinny fat body types, right? Well, you'll see men or women that don't look that fat, but they have really high visceral fat levels just because there's not a lot of subcutaneous fat that can hold it. So they won't look as big, but they'll still have heart issues, diabetes, prediabetes, insulin resistance, like all across the board. So it doesn't take that much size for a Korean person to be equally as unhealthy as like, you know, a European based or, yeah.
Okay. How many calories would you say this bowl is?
If I had to guess, I would.
Bro, imagine being normal size, and then you got all these health problems and shit. That's crazy.
Put it around
That's literally insane.
600?
No 24
Okay,
hours
I was gonna be like
anytime soon, bro.
around 700. Have you heard of Macro Factor?
I haven't.
It's the quickest and easiest way to track your calories.
Oh my God. Is this an advertisement? He got it. Wow. Crazy.
It's free.
We are now in Cheongno, which is known as the obesity drug mecca of the world.
And literally every single building is a
Yo.
pharmacy just selling fat loss drugs. It's actually pretty
Bro, they would like, you would be that guy over there, bro, because it's homogeneous.
insane. So there's a pharmacy right here, and then there's a pharmacy right here,
What? Back to
and
back
then literally
pharmacy?
like 5 more feet,
Another
there's
one.
another pharmacy right here,
What?
and then next door is another pharmacy, and then across the street, there's more pharmacies over there.
Why is it so many pharmacies everywhere?
Which is like, I don't know why you need this many pharmacies. I guess the demand is super, super high. So we are gonna see how easy it is for me to go to a clinic, get a prescription, and get some Wegovy.
Man, what the fuck are we doing, bro? You mean to tell me I could go over there and get some perks? I'm going straight to Korea, boy. What? I'm out. I'm out of there, bro.
That's it here?
Here.
Oh, sh.
No way. It's that accessible.
Wow.
It might be busy.
Yes.
Bro, it's mad people in there. The whole lobby is full.
네, 이 외국인 친구인데요. 그 마운자로나 위고비 처방을 받고 싶어서. What's the name that you use in Korean?
Will.
Will.
I just walked in, said my name, gave my ID, and it's good.
Do you have a preference of Wegovy or Mounjaro?
What does he recommend?
Wegovy or Mounjaro. Semaglutide. This is literally fat loss. Tirzepatide. This is fat loss.
어떤 거를 추천해 주실 수 있을까요? He said then you would have to get a consultation with the doctor.
So I have to see him here right now?
Right now.
Is it long wait?
I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Okay. We're in the waiting room right now for the weight loss
That's
drug.
a lot of names.
Long wait?
I don't think it's gonna take that long.
Bro, is this already a line of people here? There's multiple people?
Okay. We're in the waiting room right now for the weight loss drugs. Everyone in here is also here for the same thing. People are just coming in, asking for it, and you're like, yeah, just take a seat, meet with the doctor, and you're good. So we're gonna have a prescription in like 15
And that's just probably not even gonna take long. He's probably gonna look at him and be like, okay,
minutes. Are just crazy here.
here we go. William.
Here we go.
Is it your first time doing Korea?
Yes. First time.
How about your height?
6 foot.
How about your weight?
Around 2.
Kilogram?
Oh. 90. 90, yeah.
What is your world normal body weight?
I just want to get shredded.
What?
After I get
Dude, I just want to be shredded.
Gave the doctor my height, weight, and goal, he implemented my stats into a BMI chart and called me obese.
In this presentation, you will have some obesity. Your BMI index is 24.47.
And he kept adding lower weights until it put me in the normal category.
Bro, but that's like, he's not even considering his muscle mass.
If you have some
He didn't
weight
even weigh him himself. They didn't do a full body scan on him?
growth about
Bro, so you just go in, you can make up any. So I could say I'm 200 pounds when I'm not even close to being 200 pounds. He puts the slider down to a healthy weight and then he just prescribes it to me. That's crazy.
15 kilogram, you will enter to the normal body weight.
And I'll be healthier?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
The doctor is telling me I have to lose 15 kilograms or 33 pounds without any sort of background knowledge of my medical history or even my body composition, as fat and muscle ratios greatly impact your BMI score, and these lax measures are causing serious harm. And just like that, within a matter of minutes, I got a prescription, adding to Korea's major drug misuse problem.
Oh, she's asking if you want to get the injection here right now.
No, I'll do it later. Yeah. All right, so this
And then you could pin your the same day. Wow.
is pretty insane. We got
Bro,
it.
when I see something like that, it just shows me that like there's so many people that are dying to be thin no matter what. And if you can go in there, get that recommended, and then get out and pin in the same day, that means there's a huge demand. That's crazy.
Super easily within like 10 minutes.
That's crazy, bro.
And there it is. So the doctor said I need to get to 75 kilograms.
You think he's gonna actually
which,
use that
now
shit?
that I'm thinking about it, that's below my bodybuilding contest weight. So I think I would
Damn.
actually die.
Yeah, you'd be like 168 pounds.
Yeah.
Some shit. That's how much I weigh, and I'm 5'8".
Gee.
Yeah.
That would literally like eat up his muscle mass too.
Yeah, so they don't look at like your body fat percentage. They just go like, okay, height, weight, you're obese. And then there's
There
no
you go.
other discussion about like, do you work out consistently? There's, here you go. $150.
That's not good.
Yeah,
You would think they would do like a full maybe like DEXA scan, or at least like have you stand on some type of scale to like at least gauge what your muscle index is and your fat percentage. Because that would be way healthier.
I don't think he even asked you any questions about your overall health.
No.
Yeah.
There was like no diagnosis. He was just like, oh, you want the drug? Like, okay, here's how to use it. You know, here are some side effects to expect. And I think they even offered to give you your first injection like right now.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna do that. No, I just got it for a prop.
Crazy.
I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it.
It's clear Korea is
Nah,
facing a
but you don't
serious
throw that
issue
shit
that
away,
can't
you're
be
gonna use
ignored.
it.
The relentless pressure to look a certain way, combined with the deeply ingrained culture of body shaming, is quietly taking a toll on people's lives. Over time, it doesn't just affect how you see yourself, it consumes your thoughts entirely. And eventually, you give in.
Crazy. Well, YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll see y'all later.